headed to my first airplane ride of the year, which is insane. I did take a trip earlier this year, but I took the train there, the Amtrak. So does it count? It does count as travel, but I missed airplanes. I know, I'm like a rare beast. Anyways, this trip so far is a disaster because I couldn't pack because someone took my laundry out of the wash and it like smelled like, you know, when you leave wet clothes out for a really long time, so it stunk. And I didn't have time to do laundry again until last night at like 11 p.m. and I literally had to wait in the laundry room because they closed at 10, but my clothes wasn't done drying. And then when I got upstairs, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a nap for an hour and then I'll wake up and do everything I need to do. Somehow I think I'd shut my alarm off while I was sleeping because I don't remember it ringing, and I ended up having to pack in, like, I packed, washed my hair, and got like waffle ready for the evening in less than an hour. Woohoo! Being a pet mom is so fun. Anyways, yeah, we made it to the airport though. That's all that matters. I look a little crazy, a little wet poodle-y, but that is what it is. And I didn't finish my book, which is Butcher and Blackbird, so I guess it's gonna be the first book of this vloggy vlog. Ew. I feel like there's no like good angles to film in here because the light source is in the center of the room, so it's always behind me. So we're gonna do our best with this. And also I'm a mess because I left Butcher and Blackbird downstairs, but I finished it. I finished it fairly quickly actually. And I also finished my audiobook this morning, so I feel like I'm on a roll. I gave it 4 stars. I love this book. I'm embarrassed at how much I loved this book. I gave it 4 stars. I don't know if I told you what it's about. Basically, Butcher and Blackbird is about a serial unaliver, and she goes after other unalivers. So it's kind of like a justice thing. Like, she's trying to get rid of like bad people in the world. And she runs into another dude who's doing the same thing, and they start up a like competition to see who can get to these people first and unalive them. And then they start to catch the feels. Anyways, it was just like the most unhinged scenes, like the scenes where like there's like cannibalism, like the stuff in the trigger warning starts to pop up, like those most unhinged parts. I think those are the parts that I found like the most funny. Like, I knew that certain things were coming. I was like, oh no, it's coming. I feel it coming. I read the trigger warning list, and now I know that this is the moment that that's gonna come up. And I was right, but like not in like a bad spoilery way. It's more you're just like, oh gosh, don't happen, don't do it. like that bad like anticipation. Anyways, yeah, those are the parts that I enjoyed the most, like the most unhinged and disturbing parts. I will say that like I feel like I normally would have given this book 5 stars. It's just the spice. Like, I cannot get down with spice, and like in this one it's like particularly eccentric. Flashback to me reading Not in Love and being so uncomfortable with that book because the entire premise was the spice between the 2 characters. Anyways, we're done with Butcher and Blackbird, and I'm gonna stop talking about it because we are not even 24 hours in Ohio and I'm already done with 1 book, technically 2 because I finished my audiobook, but I actually got Filthy Rich Faye like came off the hold on Libby. So I have loaded that up onto my phone and my Kindle, and I think I'll probably listen to that because I do have a book here, and that's Tangled in You. Oh, my tabby tabs. The Tangled Up in You by Christina Lauren. This is supposed to be a Rapunzel, like modern adult romance retelling. So I'm just like super hyped to read that. I've been like on a Christina Lauren binge. Like I'm trying to read all the books on their backlog, except I'm not convinced on the 2 series that they have. But for now, I'm going to read every one of their standalones. So I'm going to read Tangled Up in You. I was kind of hesitant about bringing this book because I kind of wanted to read all 4 books in the Meant to Be series. It's like I found out that Disney Hyperion, they basically got 4 different like well-known authors like Zoraida Cordova, Christina Lauren, and like 2 other, I think Julie Soto, I could be wrong, but they basically each got a Disney like princess and did a modern adult romance retelling of it. So there's like By the Book, which is Beauty and the Beast, Kiss the Girl is Little Mermaid, Tangled Up in You is Rapunzel, and then If the Shoe Fits is Cinderella. So I am kind of hype about that because I'm a Disney adult. Anyways, I can't wait. So I just had to bring it with me and I had to read it. It is what it is. You get what you give. I cannot see him being much better than this. Why am I like this? I had seen that Christina Lauren was coming out with a new book, and they're like an auto-buy author for me at this point. So I got this one on pre-order, and I didn't know until I saw this thing at the bottom that says a Meant to Be novel. And I was like, is this a series? So that's what we're going to read next. And then I don't actually know what Filthy Rich Faye is about. As of right now, I'm like maybe 14% in. I could be making that number up. I literally just made that number up. I plucked it out the air. Kate, I believe is her name, is a nurse. Her brother gets involved with some nefarious characters. Like, I don't know if it's like a gang or like some kind of like loan shark or something, but anyways, so he gets involved with them. He's like working for this dude and he gets shot, and the sister like sees him at the hospital. She's a nurse, and she's like, oh no, not my brother, I'm gonna go deal with this, and goes to talk to the head honcho, and he's like, would you give up your life for your brothers? And she's like, yeah, I would. He's like, bet. Great, cool. Now you're mine. And that's it. That's all I know. Oh, and he's Faye. I feel like that's obvious by the title. But she didn't know that. So here we are. Okay. It's super late. I'm tired. I am 2 books in. I'm going to listen to Filthy Rich Faye until I fall asleep, and then maybe I'll pick it up physically in the morning, or maybe I'll pick up Tangled Up in You. Who knows? But we're going to a bookstore, so it's gonna be a great day. Yeah. I'm so overwhelmed.
I have just risen. I literally look like I just woke up. But I decided it would be cute to take a little walk and come sit by this like pond area deck situation that they have here. It's so relaxing. Like there's so many sounds of birds and stuff. You just don't have this in New York. But I took like a fairly long, it was an 18-minute walk to get here. And I was listening to my audiobook, so I finished Filthy Rich Faye, which I do have a physical copy of that book, but I got my copy off of Libby. So I gave that 3 stars. It's a very mid book. Like I don't really have much to say about it. I feel like that book is for like a very specific demographic, like the dark romance fairy girlies, which I thought I might want to be, but I guess I'm not. So yeah, also I don't even remember like buying this book. It just showed up in my house one day, and like the sprayed edges are cute, so I'm wondering if I just bought this because the sprayed edges were cute. Question mark, maybe. Anyways, right now I just picked up the audiobook for Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren. I don't know if you could tell that I'm on a little bit of a Christina Lauren kick. I'm trying to read all their backlist. I think maybe like halfway through. I don't know, Charlie. Yeah, at this point, I'm not even like reading the descriptions. I don't even know what Dating You, Hating You is about, but I'm assuming based on the first chapter, I'm literally only on chapter 2, but I'm assuming that these two, they work for like talent management in the acting world, and these two managers work for rival companies, and I think they're gonna start dating. Like their friend is like setting them up basically, and I think they're gonna start dating, but like be rivals. So we'll see. I'm a little bit intrigued. And that being said, I did start Tangled Up in You yesterday as well, which is also by Christina Lauren. That was a coincidence. I bought that book because it was just coming out, and it's a retelling of Rapunzel by Disney Hyperion, and then I found out about like the whole series. So that's also by Christina Lauren. But I don't know, like yesterday was kind of busy. We were just kind of all over the place. We didn't really read anything. I think I read like 2 chapters of that book. It's basically Rapunzel in a modern like time. So she like lives in a homestead, like works the farm, and her parents are finally letting her go to college, and they're super strict parents. They have like very strict rules for her. She has to come back on the weekends. She's not allowed to actually interact with like the real world. It's kind of giving like Mother Gothel, is that her name? Like they're very controlling and very like not nice, and like they do seem to have like nefarious like other motives, I guess, for controlling her. Like it's just very, very, very strange. Yeah, to the point where like she's learning what Amazon is. She doesn't even know what a digital clock is. Like they just like truly have like sheltered her. So I'm interested to see if they're gonna actually play a role at all in this book. I feel like they have to, right? And she's already met the male main lead. He's giving her a tour around campus, and he's like the cocky, gets all the girls, like what they say, ego the size of Alaska guy. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I feel like I may enjoy the plot of this book, but thus far the way that they've written it, like the writing style, I'm not really sure. It feels a little bit different from their usual, Christina Lauren's usual. We'll see. I'm gonna enjoy the outdoors for a little bit longer and then head back to the house and get ready for church. Love in Ohio. It is so beautiful here, and the sun just came out.
Hey, editing me here. I feel like I felt like I was recording the entire time I was there, which made me realize that I really only got B-roll and not as much like talking, which is odd. I don't know, I felt like I recorded more than I did. Anyways, this is my haul from the Book Loft. I got The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead, and I've been thinking about this book for so long, so I am so excited to finally have it because it means I can finally read it, because I've been trying to get rid of my physical TBR. Anyways, this is very, very top of my TBR right now. So that's The Last Housewife. I also got a copy of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, but it was a gift for someone, so don't have it anymore. And then I got lots of fun bookmarks. They were so cute, and they're like cardboard, like they're pretty good quality. Anyways, got these little sunnies, so cute. And then this is just a bookmark from the bookstore. I got this little library checkout card bookmark, and I got the sticker from the Book Loft, which is the store. And then I got, this is my favorite one, it's a receipt. How cute. So there's that. And then on my way out, I think I got this one at the bookstore, Summer Reading Vibes. This is a sticker for my journal. But I have
just a bunch of Columbus stickers that I'm going to put in my journal. So like this sunset, a license plate, just some flowers, some more sunnies, and whatever this is. So yeah, that's everything I got. And then after this, which you're going to see in the B-roll, we went to the pool. We like looked in this little like mall town. And then after that, I went to this giant, enormous, beautiful Barnes & Noble. So you'll see the B-roll for that right now. I couldn't resist, and I just came out of this giant Barnes & Noble. Honestly, I've seen ones like as big before. It's just that this one has like this like colonial vibe, and it looks so pretty on the outside. So anyways, it was fun. Sad face on the way home. The good thing is it's just a quick intermission, and then in a few days I'll be back on an airplane to Miami. I actually just finished Dating You, Hating You. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I thought it was pretty good on Christina Lauren's huge standards. And I'm still like halfway, maybe a little bit less than halfway, maybe a little bit more than like a third of Tangled Up in You, but I'm about to board on the plane right now, and I realized that I have not really told you guys much about what I've been up to here other than the books. I'm really surprised I finished like a lot of books. So anyways, when I land, hopefully I will have finished this book and I can give you updates on both this one and Dating You, Hating You. Hey pals from Editing Me, 2 months in the future. Wow, time really got away from me. Anyways, here to tell you about the last 2 books I read on this trip. So first was Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren. I ended up giving this 4 stars. Except that I don't remember much about it. I just remember having a good time. So I know that this was about Carter and Evie, who work in Hollywood, and they're kind of like agents. And they were kind of pitted against each other. I may have described this already, but anyways, I thought that the like whole aspect of like women being treated less was an interesting take and an interesting like thing to like input into this story theme. Interesting theme that I think they did a good job of, and like a good job of like talking about that balance of like men advocating for you versus like you advocating for yourself. I will say that this was like supposed to be like, I'm dating you, but I'm also hating you because we're pitted against each other. And I thought it was more like leaning towards like them liking each other than like actually hating each other. Like there could have been more of that. But otherwise, it was a cute, fun, and quick read that I enjoyed.
And that's the tea. Then I read Tangled Up in You, also by Christina Lauren, which was a quinky dink. I put a lot of tabs in this book. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna have to talk fast because Waffle is trying to get out and she's gonna make a lot of sounds. But to talk quickly, I'm obsessed with this book. I thought it was so cute. I gave it 4 stars as well, just because I thought some parts were a little bit cringe with like her being like so innocent and all of that. And like her relationship with the parents, but I loved Ren's relationship with Fitz, who's the main character. And then I got to watch Tangled after reading this, and it was just so interesting to like notice how they took like certain scenes from the movie that are like, you know, cartoonish, whimsical, a little bit different, and how they like made a real world interpretation of that scene was just like really cute. This book was adorable. I'm obsessed with these characters. I'm obsessed with this world, and can't wait to read the other 3 books. 4, a new one's coming out. 4 books in the Meant to Be series. So that's that. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. If you want to join the family, hit the subscribe button. I will see you all when I see you next. Bye.